Hello. This morning I thought I'd show you how to mix up colours without getting mud. I've been teaching watercolour painting a long time, and I found that students, if they'd mix up a colour and it was too bright, they'd then add grey, which is don't add grey because you end up with horrible muddy colours. So I'll show you how it's done. It's really quite easy. It's just about knowing really where the colours are on the colour wheel without getting too technical. You've got three primary colours: blue, red, yellow. You can't mix those colours up from any other colours. That's why they're called primaries. The colours I'm going to concentrate on today are the secondary colours: green, purple and orange. Right, let's do green first. You would already know that green is made by adding yellow with blue. Right, so if I use that colour, which is already on its way to green, and the lemon yellow, which is on its way to green, you can see those two colours are going to make the most pure green. So cerulean blue and lemon yellow, gorgeous green, and I used that in this colour because I wanted a spring green. So it's great for spring greens. If I put that one there. Now, if you didn't want such a bright springy green, you might wanted a duller green, then what you can do is use that blue, but you leapfrog that yellow and use your cadmium instead. It's still going to give you green, but it's going to give you a slightly duller green. And that's what I used because I wanted a summer picture and I wanted a slightly dimmer green. Now you can also do that slightly the other way around. You could use that, your lemon yellow, which is on its way to green, but leapfrog that one and use that. And that again is going to give you a slightly dull green. Ultramarine blue and lemon yellow. Right, the dullest green you're going to get, you're going to ignore that, leapfrog both. Neither of those are particularly green, but they're still blue and yellow, and they're still going to make you green, but it's a wee bit dull. Now, where you would use that in a painting is something like that. There's your spring green, which is your bright green. There's your kind of mid green, which is in the middle distance, and there's your dull green in the background. Right, so that's green. Let's move on to the purple. We've got to put our blues back. To give you the best purple ever, you're going to use ultramarine blue because it's on its way to purple, and crimson. That's going to give you the best purple, and that's what I use in that because I wanted a lovely zingy kind of bright purple. Put those back. Now if you want a slightly duller purple, then you use that one, but you leapfrog that one and go to the cadmium red, and that's going to give you, can you see it's quite a dull purple? All right, that's quite good for hills actually. Let's do the other way around, where you've got the crimson that's on its way to purple, but you leapfrog that and you use that, and again that's going to give you a duller purple. The dullest purple of all, it's not particularly pleasant colour, is you leapfrog that, use that one, leapfrog that, use that one. It's still red and blue, it's still going to give you purple, but it's very dull. And finally, I don't think it's quite so obvious with the orange, but we'll still use the technique. So there we are. The best orange you can use is cadmium red and cadmium red and cadmium yellow. That's going to give you a really bright orange because both of those are on the way to orange. If you don't want such a bright orange, then you can use your cadmium red, leapfrog that one and go straight to the lemon yellow, and it gives you slightly duller. I say I don't think it's quite so important with these colours. If you also want a slightly dull one, you use the crimson, but you use the cadmium there. And the dullest orange of all is that one and that one, and that's going to give you the dullest orange. Not a huge difference in the contrast there, but here I used 2 or 3 different oranges in this painting that I did of a sunset. So there we are. That's how to mix up secondary colours but without resorting to adding grey. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.